And we're live. And we're live. Wait,
And
I
we're
have
live.
to say no. And we're live. And we're live.
Mm.
Hi to anybody that watches this down the road. Thanks for coming. And yes, I have some cool news, and I have to silence my thing here. And we will be telling you about that. Dr. Ray is here with me, and here we go. Anyway, back to what we were talking about before we went live. Sunday night. So tell me, first of all, I know I have big news, so I guess I'll tell you guys that first. It's big news to me anyway. And you can see in my logo that I stuck on the page that my first book has finally been published.
And I bought it already.
And Ray bought it already. Thank you, Ray.
I was refreshing my search in Amazon until it popped up, and then I freaked out and ordered it.
There it is. There it is with all of its, first self-published book foibles. So I will be going in and correcting a couple of things. The page count might be off and something about the cover art. But if you buy it now,
Did you go
you
and
will
did
you
you go
will own one
celebrate?
of the you'll own one of the first goofy ones
Yeah, the
before I
first
fix it.
edition.
First edition, and with the goofy things that I'm going to fix later. But the body of the book is going to be the same. So I hope you guys enjoy it. Hey, Betty. Hello. How are you? I am actually going to, you know what I'm going to do is I'm going to put it in chat. Okay, so hang on. I'm going to put it here, and I think I can pin it, right? My new book, and put it in chat. And then let's see, pin message. And that's how you do it. And I did it. Sweet. Tim
Hello,
Windsor,
Tim
hello.
Windsor.
Hello. Hey, guys. Thanks for coming. I know we haven't been on in a while, and who knew we were going to be here? But there's a reason why we haven't been on in a while. And I've been writing. Ray's been writing. Ray, he's got his book here that we talked about previously that I
Oh, you
believe I
got my
have.
other books up there too, I see.
I have your other books. They're on
Oh,
Kindle right now, right?
sure
But
are.
they're on Kindle. The Driver 5 series of Ray's is on Kindle, but I'm going to put this one in chat. This is also Ray's most recent book. Hang on. So Ray's most
I have two
recent
more
book.
coming.
He has two more coming. He's working on them. I've been doing a little editing for him.
It's so good.
It is good.
is.
It's going to be a great gory story, you guys. So you're going to want to read it if you're
Both
into
of them.
yeah, no, it's going to be great. It's
The
going to be
House on
great.
Melvin Road is the ghost hunting gone very wrong.
I know it. So if you guys want to, I pinned Smack the Host. Thank you, Tim. If you guys want to check the pinned comment is my new book, which is on Amazon now. And if you get it now, again, you get the before the changes, before I fix the picture on the cover, and I'm not sure if there's another issue. I haven't found out yet, but anyway, you'll have one of those first edition copies with the goofy picture.
I'm getting your
And
book tomorrow, Amazon tells me.
really, oh
Mhm.
wow! I ordered my copies, and I'm not getting them until like another 8 days or so.
Yeah, author copies takes forever to go on
Yeah, do
Amazon. I
they?
don't know why.
Okay. I'll just go on and just order myself a regular copy as if I'm not an author copy and get it because I go on
But
and
yeah,
sleep.
well, you'll need it for book signings.
Well, I ordered only 20 copies so far, but if I'm going to
What?
do that, I'll order more.
Me and
Yeah,
Brandon ordered 100.
I didn't know how many to order. But anyway,
You'll go through
yeah.
20 books in one signing, I bet.
I know, but I don't have any signings lined up or anything like that. But just wanted to get some, before vacation or whatever.
Yeah.
And but anyway, guys, yep, my book is out. Can I have a better picture of it? Hang on a second. How can I do this? Oh, I don't know. Oh, wait a minute. Yeah, I can share the link because if you go to Amazon, and I can do this. Okay, and then I can just share the link to the page, right? Yeah. So let me do that. Present.
If you're just
Share
tuning in,
screen.
our paranormal chat is now turned into a writer's roundtable.
Now let me see. Where is it? How can I share this window? I don't understand. Entire window. Chrome tab. Oh derp. Chrome tab. All right, so I will share the Chrome tab. So there it is. There's my book. It's called The Paranormal Part of Me, and it is about my life and the paranormal. And there are some funny moments in it. And that's because I think there has to be humor in everything. So if you guys want to check it out, I would appreciate it. That'd be awesome. Yeah, so that's the book. And the link is in the pinned comment. Are you live? Yeah, I'm live, old Mr. Howard. Hello. I'm live, and so's Ray. This is not Memorex. This is live. If you're old enough to know what I'm talking about, then you got that reference.
Well,
yep.
old Mr. Howard, so he probably does know.
Old Mr. Howard. Well, he probably remembers that. Is it live or is it Memorex?
Yeah.
Do you remember that ad campaign?
Ella Fitzgerald.
We are live, and so is Ella Fitzgerald. Wow, now you really dated us. There's going to be people that watch this video that have no idea who Ella Fitzgerald was.
Who are these boomers pushing their book on me? I don't want to read that crap.
Well, you know what? Some people that watch my videos have been waiting a long time, and that's why we haven't been recently, and why I have also not finished my Manchester Vampire video because I have been busy trying to write this book and get it done. It's been a life goal, so always go after your life goals, people, because no matter how old you are, you get there.
If you're pointing at yourself,
old, and honestly, I mentioned this in the end of the book, but the only thing that's held me back is crushing self-doubt. So if you can get past crushing self-doubt, you can do it. So, and also Dr. Ray has another book he's working on right now.
Attack of the Shadow People.
Attack of the Shadow People, which I imagine you're looking to get out pretty soon. I did some editing on it, and it's cool and gory, and it will be awesome.
Very gory.
So, and of course, he has his Driver.
I'm building myself as Michigan's horror king.
There you go.
I am.
And if nothing else, you're at least an Earl. So.
At least. Court
so the book that I have behind me here that he wrote with young Brandon, which is The Ones Who Escaped. That's also that's available on Amazon in paperback. And is that Kindle too?
Oh yeah.
See, I tried to do Kindle with mine, and it like stalled at some point. So I have to figure out why it's like I got the whole first page filled out, and then I tried to go, and it was like there's an error, but I went through every field and I couldn't find an error, so I gave up. So it's in there stalled, but I will do that when I go in and fix the boo-boos. But you and Brandon have been doing book signings, and that's really cool. And I don't even know the beginning of how to get that done. I may have to just fly out to you and us do one together.
Yeah, let's do it.
No idea how to set that up. Absolutely.
We do a Frankenmuth. We get a good chicken dinner.
I think that's an awesome idea. I think
your husband a new pill bottle. It'll be cool.
Yeah, new box. I think that is. I think that's an awesome idea. I would love to do that. So we'll talk about that. But you and Brandon went to a writers' roundtable recently.
Brandon didn't go. He was grounded.
He was grounded. Oh, Brandon, it's okay. Oh, it's okay.
Not okay.
You went.
Horrible.
You went.
Mm-hmm.
Tell me about it.
Well, I've never been to one of these things before. I don't know. I don't look at it like this, but I don't know what level of a writer I am. Because for most people, everything's a competition, as you know. And so I go in there, and this the director of the haunted Masonic Temple, which is where this place is.
Mm-hmm.
She's the caretaker or whatever. She runs it. She runs the workshop.
Okay.
And so I go there. I'm about 10 minutes early, which was good for her because she lost track of time. Didn't know what time it was.
Okay.
So we get it started, and there's this woman there. She says, "Oh yeah," and they don't know anything about me at all. She goes, "Oh yeah, I've been working on my screenplay for 8 years."
Yeah, well, I get
and in
that.
my head, I'm like, 8 years?
Don't
Holy
even.
shit,
Don't
dude.
even. No, no, no. I totally get
Uh,
that.
so I'm trying to stay humble at this point too. And I
Mhm.
said, well, what's it about? She says, it's a medieval tragedy. I'm like,
Everything
a
in the medieval
tragedy?
times was a tragedy, but okay.
And I go, well, elaborate on that. And she says, well, there's a squire for a knight who gets hit on the head during a battle in his town, and he wakes up and everyone's dead, and he has survivor's guilt.
Oh,
I'm like,
okay.
oh, well, that's kind of cool.
So it's a one-man show.
I don't know. Didn't
It
really
sounds like
go
a
into.
one-man show.
So I said, well, what's your end game? What are you going to do with it? Are you going to sell it? Are you going to try to produce it? What? And she goes,
Mhm.
just the look of horror on her face tells me that she has not have a thought about this at all. I'm
Oh,
like, oh
man.
no, life is going to smack you in the face really hard soon, lady, because this.
That's the fear is sharing it. Sharing it with now wait, was the person running this group, were they a published author?
I don't know. I
Oh,
might
okay.
have been the only published author in the room.
So this was just a public thing where anybody could come, and it was called a writers roundtable.
Hmm.
Okay. Okay. Okay.
And so I'm like, okay, well that's kind of weird.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah.
what's next on the agenda? So to my right, this is a lady across the table from me. To
Okay.
my right is a gentleman. His name was Isaac. I know
Mhm.
nothing more about him at all.
Okay.
Um, he says he was working on something, but he didn't really elaborate.
Okay.
And then the lady who was running the thing says, okay, well, usually we save the talking to the second hour so we can get some writing done in the first hour. I'm like, dig it.
Okay.
So 2 weeks, 3 weeks ago, I was in a movie at a
Right.
camp. It was a horror movie. I was the crazy old guy saying, don't go to the camp. You'll die. And if you're friends with me on Facebook, you've seen the pictures.
That's I have seen the pictures. That's
So
is it like an indie movie?
yeah,
That's so
his
cool.
last movie is on Tubi right now.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Very cool. Very
So
cool. I know Tubi, yeah.
so he tells me, "Hey, let's do a movie together. It would be cool." I'm like, "All right," because he's into horror stuff.
Very
So
cool.
he
Very
goes,
cool.
"This movie that we were on had like 50 people, and it's at this camp, and it's huge. I mean, it's just to even think about it, it starts to make you sweat." He goes, "I want to do something, a monster movie, like with not a lot of people." I'm like, "All right." So
Okay.
so. Um, I didn't know what to write in this writer thing. I was going there to learn as much as I could. Well, I
Right.
learned nothing,
Man.
but that's okay because I now have 6 new fans.
That's cool.
so
I
I
mean,
start.
that's something.
So okay, now it's writing time.
Yeah.
I'm like, okay, well, what are we gonna do? What am I gonna write?
Yeah.
I can whatever. So I'll start the screenplay. So I started the screenplay. I'm writing, flip the page, writing, flip the page, writing, and everyone else is silent except for Isaac, who's on my right. And
Mm.
every once in a while he looks over at me, leans over, he looks at me, and he goes, and then writes something on his notepad, and then he stops.
Oh,
He
no.
looks over again and goes, and I'm flipping. I'm writing like a madman.
Oh my
I wrote like
god.
8 pages, 8, 9 pages in an hour,
Mhm.
and so and they're all looking at me like I'm some savant. It was weird. It was weird. I've never been in that position,
Oh, no.
and
Oh,
so
no.
I look at the lady whose 8 year screenplay she's still working on,
Well,
and
no, I get that.
and she looks at me like, wow, what are you doing? Well, let me backtrack. They asked me about my books, and I
Okay.
told them about the Driver 5 books.
Right.
And then I forgot to tell them that I had 3 children's books as well.
Oh, that's right. Did you tell them the titles?
Yeah, I did. I said, it's called You Have a Stinky Butt. And
Now
then
You Have
they're
a
just
Stinky Butt
dying
is one
laughing.
of Ray's children's books. It's about cats.
It's about cats.
Okay,
Yeah.
it's about cats.
And it's the hardest bit of writing I've ever done because I took pictures of the cats and then wrote stories based on what I see in the picture. You
Oh
know?
my goodness. I'll have to order. I you know what? I meant to order. Are they still available?
Oh, of course.
Okay.
And
Okay.
then and
We'll
so
have to get the links for those.
now they're really tripping out because I have 6 published books. And I said, oh yeah, and I wrote this book with a 17-year-old autistic kid that came out in January. And they're like, what? And I'm like, yeah.
Oh
And
wait, I got this. Okay.
and
Go ahead. Keep
I have
going.
2 books coming out in October. One on October 1st and one on October 30th. And now they're almost on the floor. They can't fucking believe it. They're like, what? I
Yeah.
heard that a lot. What? And so I look at the lady across from me. I can tell by the look on her face, she's dying to see what I wrote. So I go, here, you want to read it? And she
Well,
reads it.
I understand the kind of group that you were in now, but go ahead.
Yeah. So I give it to her. She reads it. She's like, wow, this is really good. And I'm like, there's no detail, there's no scene shots, there's nothing really. It's
Oh
just
my
really
God.
basic bare bone stuff. So I look over and Isaac, who's no longer sighing at me and being forced to write, I guess. He looks like he wants to read it, so I hand it to him. He reads it and he's like, man, that's really cool. You see?
Aw.
And I'm like, well, we're gonna shoot this in probably September, October. They're like,
Oh.
they're like, what? I'm like, no, I'm not kidding. Like I said, I heard a lot of what?
I totally understand the kind of group you were in now.
And then I look at the lady who's running it, and she looks like she wants to read it too. I don't know if she does or not, so I just hand it to her, and she reads it. and and by this time, I feel like a king. Yeah, I'm like, this is great. I should have done this years ago. And because the hour with because me, I can write better with just other people in the room. I don't have to be talking to them, but if they're in the room, I can write.
Oh, okay.
That's my problem sitting at a computer by myself. ADHD goes squirrel.
Oh yeah, no, I know what you mean.
And so I do everything but write. But if I'm just sitting there with a bunch of people or one person, like the lady I watched Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and when I told them that I wrote 2 books just between 9 and 3 o'clock and the on the commercials of daytime television.
Oh my God, so funny.
They believed it too, because and it's true, because I said I have a witness, and I will drag her in here to back that up.
Now, which book is that?
Which book is what?
The one that you wrote on commercial breaks. Is that
The House on Melvin Road and
the
Shadow Attack of the Shadow People?
Okay,
because I'll be done with Attack of the Shadow People probably by next week.
That's the one I'm editing, right?
Right now, yeah. I just sent you. I said you have everything there is on paper right now.
Okay,
you have it. And so as soon as I'm done with that, I'm going to start the Ouija board massacre.
Oh, so is it like a trilogy?
No, but they all take place in Bay City.
Well, then maybe it's the Bay City trilogy.
Okay. I never thought about it. Never cared.
I know,
You
but
really don't
that's
care,
kind of
but
cool.
that's how it is. The way I thought it was like Stephen King and Derry, but the difference being Bay City's a real place.
Oh yeah, yeah, it is.
And
I've been there. It's a real place.
I name drop places like Mr. Hot Dog, St. Laurent Brothers. Even talk about Frankenmuth and Bavarian Inn and Zender.
No, good old Frankenmuth.
The waterfall downtown. I don't even know if you saw that. There's a waterfall on the river.
I don't remember.
It is the dumbest, biggest boondoggle I've ever heard of. Who puts a fake waterfall on the banks of a river?
It's a fake waterfall?
Bay City, Michigan. Yeah, they're pumping water from the river up the waterfall back into the. I'm like,
why the heck not?
I've ever seen in my life.
Why the heck not? Why not? You get a waterfall and you get a waterfall.
So to wrap up my little writers roundtable story, when I left, they were all in a semicircle around the door saying bye to me. And I know as soon as I walk out that door, they're going to start talking.
Talking about you. You know it. You know it. You know it.
And
Hey, you know.
so I was like, oh, baby, I can't wait to come back next time. It's the first and third Wednesday of the month.
Oh, that's so awesome.
Yeah.
So is it, you said it's at a hall or something? It sounds to me like there's a few different things that I have done in the past. And my mom used to do this too. The library would hire an author, a published author, and that person would run a writing group, and you would go, and that person who is this person that was running it, my mom stopped going because this woman pissed me off big time at one point. And she really alienated my mother, and I was so angry with her. But I have never told her. But she's an author, and she would run this group. And you go in, and she would talk a whole bunch, and then she would give out a theme, and then or she'd have some kind of prompts, and then people would take them, and then we'd sit and write for a while, and then we'd all read what we wrote to each other.
Yeah.
So it was that kind of thing. It was basically a writers group for anybody, you know, a non-published writer, you know, just the retired person who likes to write, that kind of thing. And my mother had been going to them for years. In fact, one time my mom went to one, and the first night the author was having everybody introduce themselves, and this one guy introduced himself, and his name was Hugh Lewis. And my mom looked at him, and the author that was running it said, "Are you Huey Lewis?" And he's like, yeah, it's Huey.
Cool.
So my mom was in a writing group with Huey Lewis. She said he was the nicest guy. Really
That's
had a great
awesome.
time.
I love
She used to have a really good time doing these things. That's why I got so angry at this author. But yeah, so that's what. And I went a couple different years, a couple different times. I went with her. But when I tell you about the critique group I was in, and it probably has to be 10 years ago now. This was a serious critique group. So this group was run by an author, a good author, a real author, and it was serious. I mean, we had one guy in there who had worked in TV writing in New York City for 25 years and had retired, and now was trying to write something. We had a young lady in there who now has gone on to a very brilliant romance writing career. She's very good, very talented, and she learned a lot of things. We learned a lot of things through her in the group, because as the group progressed, and we did it a couple of semesters in a row or whatever, it was over in the next town, she had got a publisher and published, but that publisher put limitations on her, like they wouldn't let her put her books on the free list for 3 days on Amazon, and she wanted to do that because it drums up a lot of interest, but they wouldn't allow her to do it. So then she decided to do a whole other series of books that were like, I don't know, I think they were like werewolf romances or something. And she did them under a pen name, and she did them on her own, and she did exactly what she wanted to, but she's been very successful. And then we had, you know, a few other people, you know, like me, I wanted forever to be a writer, and I had started writing my big book, which, you know, now I'm going to go back to now that I've finally realized I can accomplish something. And
pop your publishing cherry.
I did. So now I'm going to go back to my big book, which I also think will make a great screenplay for either a mini series or a movie. Hello, Eddie. Oh, it's okay. That's all right, Eddie. You're not late. Nobody knows we're here, but that's fine. You know, we're here talking about my book and Ray's books, and talking about writing in general. And my big ghost story, now I'm going to go back to it. And I have made the decision now that I've gotten this one out there, is that I'm going to finish it. I'm just going to finish it. I'm just going to do it. And then I'm going to see how bad it is. And then I'll go back and edit it, because I've only
that's
got
the right attitude to have.
I've only got like 8 chapters of it written, and it's only like 25% written. So I have to finish it, because I think it's a brilliant story in my own mind. And I think I've been told by judges in a contest that it would make a great mini series. Like, it'd be a good FX horror series. You know what I mean? So I definitely, thank you, Eddie, for sharing me out, for sharing us out. I appreciate it. So I am definitely going to finish that one. And then I have a couple other smaller stories that I'm going to do maybe I'll just do like a book of short stories, you know?
Oh, I'm logged into YouTube under my Ray Clark persona, not my
Uh-huh.
no one believes me paranormal. I have 36 points when I gambled.
Woo!
So I found this place called Option Avenue.
Okay.
And you upload your book there, and producers and directors and stuff go and option your book into a film there for
Nice.
free.
Nice. Nice.
And I
Wow,
go,
that's
this
cool.
can't be real. This has to be a scam. So I spent half of yesterday looking up the authenticity of Option Avenue, and it's
Uh-huh.
legit.
Really?
So I'm going to
Wow.
put two of the books you have behind you up there.
Mm-hmm. The Driver
Those
5
two.
books?
Yep. And then I'm going to do the other Driver 5 book, which is sort of like a offshoot of it.
Well, what's the other one? Because I have this one and I have this one. So what am I
Yep.
missing from my collection?
You're missing K and J.
Hmm. Okay.
That's the third book in the
I love
series.
these pictures. This is Ray being a zombie.
Yeah.
And this is what the heck's that?
That's me being a zombie, Hunter S. Thompson style.
That's great. That's great. Well, I need to get the third book then. That's weird. That's
Yeah.
cool. What's it called? Option Avenue. I'll have to remember
Yep.
that when I get my big book done
Yep.
because I really think it could be something. I think it's a cool story and I think it could really Option Avenue, as if I'll save this note, but I'll try.
I'll
Option.
remind you because I'm going to do it. And
That's so cool.
if I can sell an option on it, or actually have it be into a movie, miniseries, whatever, I'm like, yeah, I'll do that.
Yeah, like all three of them, all three of
Mhm.
them. I think that's awesome. That's really
Who
cool.
doesn't want to see a TV show where Hitler lives and directs zombies from Tiger Stadium, or Richard Nixon is the emperor of the United States, and
The
tries
emperor.
to really for real. That's
Why not? Why not?
the story of the third one. And K and J track him down and kill him in Bay City. In fact, right down the street from my apartment. But I didn't have this apartment yet when I wrote
Hello,
it.
Sandy. Hey, Sandy. Hello. Thanks for coming. It's good to see you. I know we haven't been around, but we're here now. Thank you. And my new book is in the pinned comment, whatever that looks like. I don't know. I
Yeah,
guess.
pick
Oh
it up.
yeah, look at that. There's a
It's
pinned
pretty
There's a
cool.
pinned comment.
I proofread it.
That's right. That's
Not my
right.
strong suit, but there wasn't anything wrong with it. So I was like, yeah, you go do it. It's true.
Yeah, so that's it, and then I'm going to get back to writing my other. What I thought about this, I have these. Well, see, one of my other stories is actually like a rom-com, like totally nothing to do with ghosts or paranormal or
Yeah,
anything. And then the other one is actually about like ghosts on a cruise. So,
that'd be neat.
and that story I wrote 2 chapters of it in one of those writing groups.
Cool.
Not the
Bring
critique
that
group,
shit full circle and then
but
sell it on Option Avenue.
right?
That's awesome.
So I'm gonna finish that. That one is just a fun story, and they're on a cruise, and so I got to finish those, but I got to
Well,
finish
see,
the
the
big
difference
one.
between that and the lady who's taking 8 years to do her screenplay,
But
she
that's
works on it all the time.
oh well. See, mine has been on
I
hold for
know.
like 6
I
years because
know.
of crushing self doubt.
I know. I've been there. But see, I've learned the
CSD,
less that
crushing
you
self.
think about it, the less
Uh,
you think about it, the way easier it is.
yeah.
It really is.
Well, I am definitely going to try to finish it. I have gone back and forth with it, and I always say I'm just gonna sit down and finish it, no matter how much crap it comes out to be, and
Yeah.
then go back and edit it. Or I'm going to have a few drinks, like Hemingway said,
Yeah.
write drunk, edit sober. That's what
Yeah.
he always said. So I might do that. But I just want to finish it because I love the story and I love the mythology I'm using for it. And I think it would it could be an episodic show, and it could be really cool and scary. So
Well, me and Brandon have been writing screenplays for TV from our book.
thank you,
So I'm going to
Sandy.
put that up on Option Avenue too.
Why not? You never know.
Wouldn't
You
that be
never know who's going to
hilarious?
read and go, this is a great idea. Now, they might think it's a great idea. Okay. And they might contact you and then they might say, I know somebody who could really write a good screenplay and option it from you, kind of thing.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
I'm all
So
for it. I'll sell the shit out of everything I have. I don't care.
just to see it done and make some money.
Can you imagine going to the movie theater and seeing your name on the big screen?
No,
Shoot.
no. Even if I could see it on the small screen, like on
I don't even like
TV.
thinking about that because I've seen my name on the big screen before, and it is just like getting your first book published.
Yeah.
You're
Well,
like, are people looking at me right now?
well, you've been asking me since it went live how I feel. And
Mhm.
it's funny because I always thought, well, obviously in my mind, I always thought that I would finish writing the big book and then I would seek out a, an editor and I would seek out a publisher and that would be that whole thing. And then, now that self-publishing is such a thing now, and
Yeah,
it
but
actually is a
don't
really
you
good
know
avenue.
you are an editor?
Well, yeah, but
You don't need an editor because you are an editor.
I am an editor. Oh, for you, I'm an editor. For my own stuff, I mean, my
Well, you can
goal
put
is
that on
to
your
not
resume
look
now.
at it again because you know that every time you look at it, you want to change something, and that's the
So that must be
burden of,
terrible.
of a
That doesn't
writer.
happen to me.
Doesn't
I read
happen
it
to you.
again,
It,
going,
it does
I don't
happen to a lot
remember
of
this book.
writers. That's nice. But that was the dream was always going to be like, I was going to get a publisher and then they were going to, I would do, and I heard about the process from the young lady. I was in the critique group and I was like, wow, how would I ever do that? And this self-publishing has been a great avenue for me. It is for a lot of people. It's amazing. I mean, any errors and the errors I'm talking about, guys, on the book is just something like in the picture on the cover
Yeah,
because of
it's
how
not
how
big.
what I used to make the cover. It's not a big deal. Of course, I see it, but you forgot how to play the game. It's been so long. I know. Hey, Parasolo, how are you? Thanks for coming in. Yeah, so I always figured that was going to be the path, and of course, that kind of held me back too because I'm like, how do you find a publisher? How do you get somebody to buy your book? Then you have to share it with multiple people, and that's one of the scariest things, guys, when you're writing. Like this book I'm writing, I don't like to share the story with a lot of people because you're afraid someone's going to steal your idea. Okay, it's there. It's always there underlying it. If you tell the wrong person and if you tell the wrong person who has connections and they know somebody who's a better writer and they steal your idea, it's gone. So that's a big fear and so
That
it's
hardly ever
interesting.
happens, by the way.
I know, but
I know you're scared to death of it, but I'm telling you that never happens.
they're scared to death of everything. I mean, and that's again what's been holding
Just
me
let
back.
it
And
go.
let it go, let it go,
Hey,
let it go.
write your shit, let it go out into the world. What other people do with it, that's their deal. As long as you get money for what you do,
Well,
it doesn't matter.
I might make $5 or $10 on this book, and that'll
Hey,
be
as long as you
great.
get a Happy Meal, that's all that counts.
Happy Meal would be great if I could say my book paid for this Happy Meal. I win.
Mhm, mhm. It's true.
so I ordered some copies because I want to have some to take on vacation. I want to give my dad a copy. I want to give my mom a copy, so that's why I ordered
Oh,
some
you should
copies.
make them buy it. Yeah,
No, no, no,
they're
no,
not a
no.
charity
My,
for their
my
reading habits.
parents have done enough for
They're
me in my
proud.
life.
They would be proud to give you the money.
Make them buy.
It's
No,
true.
they've done enough
The
for
only people
me.
I give books to for free is the library. I'm not joking.
Oh
My
my
books are in the
god!
library.
How'd you get your book in the
I
library?
walk in here. I want this in the library. They say okay, and then we'll have our book checker guy look at it, and it'll be on the shelves probably next week.
Oh, that's so funny.
Yeah, I take Brandon into the library. Every library me and that boy went into, our book is in there now.
That's so
Yeah,
cool.
I know. I would tell him,
You're
I'm
like the
like,
king. You are the king.
you want to impress your date? You take him to the library, and he's like, what? Why would I do that?
Show him your
Show
book.
him your book, dumbass.
Oh Oh my God, that's so funny. That is
Funny.
so funny. I'm sorry. That is great. That is great. Yeah. So that's where I'm at. I'm bound and determined to finish that one. I also like enjoy the story. You know what I
Mhm.
mean? And I also wonder, like, I started writing it probably 8 years ago. And I'm thinking, some of the characters, are they too much? Are they not enough? But I really love them. So I don't know. I'm
Well,
gonna
it's
finish
funny
it
because
though.
we've been on vacation together and stuff, and I've heard this whole book verbally before, and
Hmm.
then to read it was like, oh, I remember this. We were in Hilton Head when she told me this one.
Well, that's right. I mean,
We were in
anybody that
Gettysburg when I told her that one.
anybody close to me will have heard these stories, and these are stories that basically I would tell about my life. If I met you at a party and it came up, I would tell you these are truly, the stories about my life, and how paranormal has been a part of it, but not all of it. And yeah, it just
It's a
I
good
wrote it.
read, though. I read the whole
Yeah.
thing.
Yeah.
Just saying
Okay.
something because I don't sit down and read whole books unless I'm looking for errors, and I wasn't
But there
looking
is a
for
whole
errors.
there is a whole chapter about me and Dr. Ray. So,
Yeah,
and
it's
that
pretty
that's
neat. I was
that's a
like,
good
I remember
chapter.
all this. This is great.
It's a it's a good chapter. It's a good chapter. So definitely check that one out.
I was leery
Um,
at first when you because you emailed it to me. Here, check
mhm.
this out. You're in it. And I'm like, cool. I had no idea. And then I was
Well,
like,
but you
oh, I
guys
love
read
this book
it.
too.
You read it. You and your wife read it and okayed it, and
Oh yeah,
that's why it's in there. Oh, cool, Sandy. Thank you so much.
yeah,
That's so
Sammy, you'll like it.
awesome.
It's pretty cool.
That is so cool. I hope you do. I hope you like it. I hope you like it. It's my life. And there's humor in it. Even my scary piece of fiction that I'm writing is going to have humor in it, because I can't just write all serious. I can't. That's not who I am. It's not what my life is. My life has had a lot of funny stuff going on. Life's funny. If you can't laugh, you're going to cry. So you might as well laugh. So even the big book has humor in it.
Are you
It may
still
be
playing
dark.
the lottery so we can go to Montauk Mountain?
I have to mohunk.
It sounds better when you say it Montauk because it's.
Oh, I spent a lot of summers in Montauk when I was a little girl, and there weren't a
I
lot of people
believe
there.
you.
Montauk
Tell
was
me
great.
more.
Uh, it was great. There was like nobody there when I was a kid. Now I hear it's just a lot of people. But anyway, are you guys coming down, by the way, to when we go away next month? Are you coming down?
I don't think so. I
No.
Kendra wants
Oh.
to go to play new places,
Oh, okay.
and
Well,
and and therefore I'll be going to Gettysburg by myself.
aw, that's
Oh
too
no, I'm
bad.
looking forward to it.
I know, but my husband will miss her. So
I will definitely. She
so
will. She will.
we'll have to plan a different trip. We have to plan
I'm going
something
to
else.
Gettysburg. I don't care.
Mhm.
Yeah,
But
if you don't
we'll
go,
have
that's fine with me too, because I'll just go by
okay.
myself.
Okay, but we have to
I
plan
love it.
something where we're all there. If we have to come out to you, or if you guys wanna go somewhere else,
No,
that's
well,
fine.
I think you should switch gears, get out here because I could book us a joint book signing in Frankenmuth.
Okay. But I need
I've already
time
talked to
to.
her.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
All right. Well, I need time to order some more books, and then I need to know when, and then we'll plan it.
Well, my book's not coming out till October 1st.
Okay, cool. So in the fall.
Yeah, and that's a great time to go to Frankenmuth.
That would be awesome. That would be awesome. So if you want to set it up and give me a time frame, then we could do that. What's the name of the book? The book is called The Paranormal Part of Me. Did I have it on the screen here?
How to win friends and influence people.
No, no, no. Let's see. Present.
East of
Do this
Eden.
here. East of Eden. It was the best of times. It was the worst of times. I don't know. I like the first line of my
It's
book.
the
It
Hindi
makes me
version
happy.
of the streetcar named Desire
Oh God. You know,
in Braille.
that's one of the things that the woman in the library writing group used to do, would come in and give people the first lines of famous books, and then have you go from there and write your own
Oh, I
thing.
wouldn't like that at all.
And it was
horrible.
strange because I would sit there reading them and thinking, well, I know what books more than half of these are from, but some people were like, oh, that's interesting. Let's see, what could that be? And I'm thinking, okay, I know what that line is from. So now I have to disconnect. There's 8 million stories in the naked city.
It was a dark and stormy night.
Oh God. Mom, throw mama. Is that from Throw Mama from the Train, where he kept trying to think of a new title? It was a dark and stormy night. No, it was a hot and sweaty night. No. Sometimes just knowing where to start is the hardest. Sometimes you start writing down the line and come back for the start.
Yeah.
I mean, that does happen.
When I sit down and write something new, I already have like in my head what's gonna happen. So
right.
I just pick a point and then I just start writing it. I don't think about it ever again.
He loves that movie. Hi, Boomer. How are you? Good to see you. Yes, that's a great movie. Throw Mama from the Train. It's a great movie.
You lied to me.
Yeah. But yeah, no, I mean, like my big book, I have a full synopsis beginning to end already.
Yeah, I tried to write like that, but I couldn't do it.
Right. Well, I mean, honestly, that's a lot of times like the rom-com thing that I'm writing, I pretty much dreamed it. Like I dreamed this whole story, so I just need to write it down. And it's cute and it's funny, and I can see you, like Matthew McConaughey in it, and it's one of those kind of things, the one with the ghosts on the cruise. Not quite sure about that one, but it'll just be a cute story. And maybe that's what I should do. I should just write a bunch of make a little collection of short stories, But I've got to get back to the big one. Like at one point when I was writing it, I did the index card thing. So I had every scene from the story on index cards on a bulletin board, right? This was before crushing self-doubt took over. And so I had the whole thing laid out. And I think what I need to do is maybe not that as physically again with the index cards, but I need to somehow lay it out for myself again, and then just boom, 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 right? The scenes, because that's how I see it. Because I see it in my head, I see the characters, I see what they're doing in my head as I'm writing it. I don't know if you do, but I do.
Oh yeah, quite a bit.
Yeah, you see them acting it out for you, and a lot of my stuff is very dialogue driven. It's not a lot of, oh, the grass was green and waved in the wind. And I don't go full Tolkien. My daughter always says, Mom, don't go full Tolkien, because J.R.R. Tolkien, as we know, if anybody has read The Hobbit, The Silmarillion, the Lord of the Rings trilogy, if anybody has read his work, not just seen the movies, because they cut out all the small words in the movies, but if you have read his books, the joke about going full Tolkien is that he described everything down to a blade of grass. He was world creating. I get that. He created a world, and that is very cool. But, you don't want to do a background dump, and you don't want to go full Tolkien. So
you were talking about doing the index cards. And I did that, and that stalled out for me. But let me tell you the title of the one I did the index cards for. You ready? Smiling Bob Doletree's Intergalactic Transport Company and the Literal End of the Galaxy.
It sounds like a love story.
It is a complete ripoff of
Hitchhiker's Guide to the
Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy.
42.
But the computer of the ship and the pilot run the whole thing. They have to take this movie star to another planet, and she's smuggling a diamond.
Oh.
And the intergalactic mafia want her and the diamond. So it's fraught with danger. But the only thing that the computer on board on board the ship is concerned with that she can detect mucus on her finger and on her nose and on her mouth. So she apparently picks her nose and eats it. That's the only thing. The computer of the ship calls her booger eater. It's hilarious.
Oh, look at this. I got paperback for 89 cents with Amazon points. Nice.
Awesome.
Good. That is so cool. And look, Boomer said he wrote a short detective story a couple of years ago. But that is cool, Sandy. And that's cool, Boomer. That, I never thought, hey, Nicole. I just clicked on, hello, how are you, hon? It's good to
In fact,
see you.
one of the characters I had in that story, her name is
Here, he
Portia.
got it. Romancing the Stone in the Future. Your book that your story you were just.
Yeah,
So
basically
I take it you
in
you
space.
didn't finish it. Your index cards didn't work out.
I did not finish it. Let me look and see what actual page number we went to. Wow, I did quite a bit actually. I did
Oh,
43 pages I wrote.
yeah, that's cool.
And
I don't know about the nose thing, but you're so funny. Your stuff's so visceral,
well, yeah, that's why I want you to edit my stuff because you put in like normal things.
Well, I'm
I,
not
ri-
taking
I
out I'm not taking out your story. I'm not changing your
oh no,
story.
you're
I'm
what I
just
call
putting it
punching
in.
it up.
I'm just putting it into normal.
Yeah.
I mean, whatever types you have, God bless her. That's wonderful that she's doing that for you. But you had 3 chapter 3s.
Oh, I know. I don't
It's
pay
so
attention.
cute.
Remember, I
That's
told you I
so
write, I
cute.
write it. I don't care. And now I just write chapter and I put a question mark.
Well, you notice what I did in my book, right? There's no chapters.
No, there's no chapters in the book. Me and the boy did either.
Right. I mean, I have headings, but no chapters. And of course, one of the things that I think might be wrong with the original book is that the page count might have gotten off. So anybody who reads it, if you look at the table of contents, you might be 1 page off. But you know what? These will be collector items, okay? Collector's items. Because I am going to fix it.
Edition.
First edition. Because I am going to fix it. I am going to fix them. So, but that's cool. Thank you for ordering it. I'm so glad you got it for 89 cents. That's so cool. That's great. And I can't wait to see them myself. Of course, the first thing I'm going to see is the things that I'm going to change, but I am excited.
When you open the box, be sitting down.
Be sitting down. Okay.
Yeah.
I've been waiting for that George McFly moment for a lot
but you better be sitting down because you're going to get dizzy really fast. It's bizarre.
Yeah, is it bizarre? Yeah. It's bizarre already. It's
and
a very
on
bizarre
your second
feeling.
It never lessens. It's always the same. That
really?
first time, yeah.
Well, there's only one first time, right? Yes, it is. Yes. It's in the pinned comment, Nicole, which I hope is working. But if it doesn't come up, let me know.
I'll test it for you to see if it works.
Yeah, test the pinned comment. Oh my god.
That doesn't go to your book.
Well, what does it go to?
It goes to YouTube.
Okay, well, hang on. I'll unpin it then. So I went to Amazon and I'm on my listing, right? I mean, they have this stupid long URL, but it's not supposed to. Huh?
Use that stupid long URL.
All right. Let's give it another shot. All right, I'm going to give this another shot, you guys. I'm going to put it in. I'm just going to put the link in here. It's so long. Oh my god. That's crazy. Did that even work?
No, it did not.
Okay. No, it did not. Okay, so now let me try the shortened URL again. I mean, they should make it easier for you to share these Amazon URLs. I don't understand why. Okay, so that goes to my book. All right, hang on. Let me try this again. This is so dumb. All right, I'm going to try this shortened one. This is supposed to work. I'm putting it in chat. It's so stupid. It's so stupid. All right, tell me if that link works.
Ouch.
That link works. So now if I pin it, it changes it? That's so weird. Hang on. Let me see. All right. Now try the pinned message again. The pinned link. All right, the pinned link for me goes right there. So somebody tell me if that works. I don't know. The
Yeah, that
Amazon
worked.
one.
That worked.
Yay! Well, that's dumb, but I'll put it in the
I was
description
surprised
later.
you only had it at $12.99 though.
I don't know. Why, you think it's worth more?
Yeah, I do, but I'm kind of dumb that way.
Well, you know what? Y'all are getting a bargain then. A
It's
bargain
worth it. It's
with
worth
a
12.
bargain with the boo-boos that I will fix next week. So buy it now because it might be down for a few days once I fix the couple of boo-boos. So you'll have the interesting.
Are you going to send it out to get it reviewed?
What? What are you talking about?
Are you going to send your book out to get reviewed?
By whom?
Anyone who does book reviews?
Oh, I don't know if I could stand that. I don't
Yeah,
want
I don't think
anybody.
you
I
could
don't
either,
want.
but
I don't
I
want
thought I
somebody to
would
tell
ask.
me it's. I don't want somebody to tell me it's crap. So
I don't see how they can. It's your life.
it's my
not a
life.
work of fiction.
Let me see. Let me.
You'll see that nonfiction is really different from fiction.
Well, yeah, I'm sure it is. Hey, Andrew,
All
good
right,
to see you.
I'll
Been
submit it for you.
ages. What? To who? I don't want to get beat up. I don't want to get beat up. Let's see if the pinned comment is still working.
It's working.
Yay. Hi, honey. Oh, okay. Thank you.
Tell them I said hi.
Ray says hi.
Hi, Doc.
He said
Mentioned about Hilton Head?
he's not coming. He said hi, Doc. I'll do a review. Oh, thank you, Sandy. I would appreciate that. Unless you hate it.
Then don't. Listen, I've read
Please
this
don't
book.
hate it.
There's no one is going to hate this book. They might hate parts of it, but they won't hate the whole book.
Oh no! Oh no! I hope not.
It's all. It's every book is like that. There's no
Well,
perfect book.
No, of course not. Of course not. But it is what it is. I hope you all enjoy it. Whoever buys it, because
No one's gonna nitpick your life story, dude. It's just not gonna happen.
it's not gonna nitpick my life story. You never know.
Critics suck, but there's no one that low, really. And if they do, then you go immediately on the offensive, say, "Hey, you should read this and find out why this guy thinks I'm an idiot."
Well, I mean, I do talk. The movie is better than the books. Oh no, no one's making a movie about my life
That you know of.
that I know of. Thank you, Sandy. You are so sweet. Look what Sandy said. Oh, you're so sweet.
Well, she's
Yeah, but
right.
it's basically me in words on a page, and there are some pictures. So
Yeah, I was surprised, really.
I put them in black and white, though. It was cheaper.
It costs way too much in color.
Really a lot.
It's cost prohibitive.
But yeah, I mean, there's some cool, fun stories in there, and there's a little bit of humor, and it should be an easy read. An easy read.
It is an easy read. I've read the whole thing twice.
Thank you. But yeah, no, I'm looking forward to getting the copies of it and seeing it actually for real. It's I want to be excited about it. I don't know what's wrong with me. I don't know.
Sit down at the table. Sit down when you open it. I'm telling you.
Sit down.
I got dizzy the first time I saw it. I was like, "Oh,
really?
Let's go on."
My book, my baby. Taking a lunch break in Montana truck parking area. Oh yes, Andrew's on the road. Oh gosh, when is it? My phone locked me all up. Oh no. Oh. I hope not. Hope it's going well with the house, Nicole. I do see your updates, so that's pretty cool. Nicole's
yeah, she posts some really cool stuff.
Right?
It's like she could take a punch and fix a car. I meant that in a good way.
Of course, that is a compliment. But yeah, so yeah, it's been a really strange like I didn't tell my husband until this morning.
What?
I don't know what's wrong with me. Like I don't understand why it's been anticlimactic, but I mean, I'm happy. It's been so strange. It's just been so strange. I can't explain it. Nicole, how did you feel the first time you saw one of your books published? Nicole writes too, you guys.
Yeah.
Nicole has I don't know if her books are currently available, but she's got a whole cool series of books out there. I don't know. I can't explain it. It's really
You
weird.
know what we should do? When we go to Gettysburg, we should take notes and stuff, and then write up our experiences together, and then
Mhm.
publish that as a book.
Absolutely.
Like first your story, then my story, same story, but different perspectives.
Let's
And
do it.
that all the way through.
Let's do it.
And
Why
then we can
not?
have book signings in Gettysburg and get breakfast.
It was awesome. I gave most of her books. She gave most of them away. Very good. Oh, that's so funny.
I
Oh
do give
man.
about books occasionally, especially people who can't afford it, because like the Driver 5 books are only $5. But if someone really is showing interest and they don't have $5, I'll just give it to them.
Right.
Because
Now
who cares anymore?
they're just Kindle right now, or can you get them?
No, they're both. But for House of Melvin Road and Attack of the Shadow People, I'm going to do the physical book on Ingram Spark and then do the Kindle on Amazon.
Oh, I see. You can still get your paperback Driver 5. There it is. Yep. And Groovy is $8. Oh, there's K&J. $10.
Here's your chance. Order it.
There it is. There it is. I can get it. I will get it. That's very cool. So all you have to do, guys, is search on Amazon Ray Clark Driver 5.
Crazy
I'm not even looking at my thing. Driver 5. This is the second book.
Yep.
Groovy is the second book, but Driver 5 is the first book, and then K&J is the third book. So all you gotta do is search Ray Clark, Driver 5.
Those are the old ones. The new ones are coming out in October.
Ooh, I'm gonna get them back out there after we film. What documentary are you filming? What are you filming?
Is it the Penguins of Pittsburgh?
What? If I would write a book all about paranormal experiences I had trucking, I'd be labeled. Yeah, well, that's the thing. You don't want to be labeled crazy. And I did briefly touch on that in my book. And I did give a shout out to those that might think that, I might have something wrong with my brain. That's it. Oh, right. Anastasia Dafont. That's your pen name. Okay. That's right. I did say something about that a couple of times in the book because, I realized there's people but that was one of the points of the book was that I've had an absolutely regular life in every other way except for this. So I would think I would be showing other symptoms if there was something wrong with me. So Hope Plantation. Nice. I'm sorry I've been so absent online and in YouTube lately. I haven't been in people's chats. This has been all consuming. And so and also, I had that moment where I was like, why? You've been there, Ray. You know what I'm talking about.
Yeah, and then she saw me struggling and said, "Well, this idiot can do it. I can do it." And
I didn't say idiot. No. I never said idiot. But Ray Ray is the reason that this book happened. It's the reason.
That's so sweet, but
it is. Really. Without you, I probably would have.
Well, I kind of gave you confidence. Because remember I used to yell at you.
But
don't think about it. Just do it. No one cares. Just do it.
Okay, so here
we've had that talk.
We've had the talk. Let me put this out. Okay, so here's my other book.
Holy shit.
Okay, so but I
Maybe
wanted
maybe
to.
think about making that a two-parter.
Oh, it's
Some
gonna
little
have
lady in
a
Brooklyn's gonna have a hernia turning
have
up the
a lot.
stairs.
It's gonna have a lot of parts. What did you say? What may be wrong with you is you thinking nothing is wrong with you. Yeah. Well, it's my life, so
Well,
it is what it is.
most of the general public thinks that right now.
Well, whatever. Most of the general public will never see my book, but for the people that will, I hope they enjoy it. I hope they enjoy it. I mean, I liked it. Is that a mail manual? That's a box with everything in it. All my research so far, and a lot of that research is just on one chapter. So I really have to get going on this. And I need, it's funny for the story, and I've told you what the story is, although I don't share it publicly because I really don't want it to be stolen. But I am going to need a song. So I'm going to have somebody, either my brother or somebody, write me a song for
Hey,
it.
Streamlabs just pumped out your book.
It what? Yeah, I put it in Streamlabs. Is that link working? I don't even
Yes,
know.
it is actually.
Oh, good.
How cool! That was really cool and unexpected. I'm telling you.
Yeah. You put
That's
it in.
neat.
You put it in the Streamlabs. You put it in under timers, and then it'll come out.
That's cool.
Every so often.
Do you see how easy it is to dazzle me?
It's the little things, people.
It is.
Yeah.
I never would have thought of that.
That book, I really want to finish. I mean, I had certain life goals. Okay, I wanted to publish my book, and I wanted a 1961 Jaguar convertible E-Series.
Cool.
We'll never probably have, but that's okay. Doing this, and Ray helped me get through this crushing self-doubt. Can't say crushing self-doubt enough. In fact, I should have titled this live stream "Crushing Self-Doubt," and told me how to get it published, and we did it, and it's amazing. And this is the impetus that it will give me to finish the big book. And now I have made a decision that I am going to stop scrutinizing how I write it, like, oh, and just go, and just write.
Yeah. Just get it out.
Just write. And like my husband said, just write it sloppy. Just write it sloppy and then go back.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
That's how most people write.
You make millions on a book and get the car. Well, I'm going to keep buying lottery tickets.
It happened.
Hey, hello. How are you? I haven't seen you in ages. Simply Beautiful Cakes. I love that cake in her avatar.
You never know. Maybe Good Morning America calls you up, wants to interview you.
Let's talk to the crazy lady who thinks she hears voices.
Yeah, well, that's in now.
Well, in or not, it's what's been happening to me for the past 58 years. So,
well, lean into it, embrace it, and go all out.
I want to come out and do a book signing with you. I think that'll be cool.
Oh, absolutely.
I think we should plan.
You want me to set it up so you have a concrete date?
Yeah, just let me know. Tomorrow. Let me know the dates and let me clear my calendar. I'll clear my calendar and order the books once I fix that cover.
Now because you'll probably get them by then.
Oh, I love this. If you've seen The Way Twilight. Okay, but what's even funnier is the 50 Shades of You Know What and how that was written. Because that was...
You know what?
50 Shades of Grey. Remember that story? Those movies? Those books that went crazy viral?
Never seen
them. That was fan fiction that woman wrote before it ended up being books and movies. So... Yes, it's Marianne. It was... I believe it was Twilight fan fiction. Am I right, Nicole? Whose fan fiction was 50 Shades of Grey before it ended up being books and movies that were absolute crap? As far as I'm concerned, and I never read I started reading one of them back when they first hit, and I was like, oh no, just no. But evidently the writer, it was fan fiction. Do you know what fan fiction is, Ray?
Of course.
Okay, it was fan fiction. Yes, it was It was hang on, I'll tell you in a second. Hang on. 50 Shades of Grey was Twilight fan fiction. It was literally Twilight fan fiction. It's good to see you, Marianne. Thank you so much for coming in.
And
We're
look what
talking about
happened.
my new book. And look what happened. And look what happened. Yeah.
Is there a dumber thing than Twilight fan fiction? Doubtful. But look what happened.
Oh my God. Anyway, that's what it was.
That's a
what it
great
was.
story.
That's a great story. So anyway, that's why we're here tonight. We're talking about my book that I just published on Amazon, which I'm actually quite proud of it.
Well, I gotta tell you, it's kind of weird being in someone else's book.
Well, you know, why is that weird? You're
I don't know.
an important friend, and yes, a new book. This is my book. It's in the pinned comment, which I'm told is working now. Yay! Anyway, that's it on the screen. What? What did you say?
In the chat, highlight through the veil her last comment.
Yours went poop over glitter? What? I am missing the meaning of that.
We're talking about Twilight.
Yeah. They sparkled, right? Or shimmered or something?
She's writing vampire books.
Right. Nicole's books are vampire books. Oh, you were writing at the same time.
Oh, that's funny. That really starts being funny.
So that's what that was. Glitter vampires. Oh yeah, that's what it was, right? She should have called it They should have called it Twinkle, not Twilight.
Twinkle.
I watched one of those movies, Twilight, not the other one, because I just won't watch it. It when they were first casting for 50 Shades, and I heard that Charlie Hunnam was going to play the male lead, I was crushed. I was absolutely crushed.
Why?
Because Charlie Hunnam is a good actor. Okay. I like him. And I knew what that movie was going to be. And I was so glad when he got out of it, when he decided not to do it. Yeah, I was crushed when I heard he was going to star in it. I'm like, no. And the woman that starred in it can't act her way out of a paper bag. I'm sorry.
Oh, hey, my friend Paul Walter Hauser is going to play Chris Farley.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, they're making a biopic on him?
They are.
Wow.
I was in a movie I was in a zombie movie with him.
Does he look like him?
They look almost exactly like him.
Glitter one. Oh, God. Glitter vampires. Wow. That's a big deal. He has a sad story though. It's a sad story. He was a funny man who lived in a van down by the river. He was so funny. We love him in a few different movies. The one he was in with what's his name? What's the handbags that I used to like to buy? Spade, David Spade. Tommy Boy. Oh my God, we quote Tommy Boy all the time. Very sad ending. It's too bad. But that'll be cool. When are they filming that? Is that soon?
Idea. He just got cast probably 2 weeks ago.
Oh, wow. Okay, so it's only in the beginning.
Yeah.
That's cool, though. That's cool. Well, that's cool. I miss him. I miss John Candy. John Candy was so funny. So funny. I started watching him and his fellows in he was in the Canadian Second City, right? Yeah, with Catherine O'Hara and Eugene Levy. Oh my God, I used to watch it on TV. Joe Flaherty. They were so funny. Oh, thanks, Nicole. Thank you. This book may not make me famous, but I'm really hoping that my big story will do something, because that's the one I really love, and I really have to do it before I'm really too old and decrepit. So
Well, you got to get your name out there, get it reviewed, get interviewed
mm-hmm.
on a podcast, television. Me and
Yeah.
Brandon went on television.
Yeah? How'd you
Yeah.
line all that up?
You just call them.
You just call.
I'm not kidding, because Brandon's like, oh wow, that was easy. I'm like, look, all entertainment and media need content. We
Right.
are content.
We are
You
content.
have autism, I tell him, and he's like, I know. Yeah, well, autistic people don't write books, and if they do, they're huge.
Wow, that's great. That's great. So you guys have a second installment coming out soon?
Not soon, but it's
Not
coming.
soon. Good.
It's like pulling teeth trying to get them right, but you don't want to know that.
There's his limitations, but it's great that he's doing it with you at all. So that's awesome.
He's more interested he wants me to book more book signings so he can have money.
Well, money's nice. I get that.
That's not what you do. That's
Tell
tell
him we have to write the next installment.
Yeah. Well, I have the screenplays now, and we've written 3 of them, 3.5 of them. Screenplays, 45 minutes, 30 minutes to 45 minutes long. Episodic television style.
For that same story?
Yeah.
Oh wow, that's cool.
We adapted our own book.
You should, Nicole. You should. Well, that's cool.
Yeah, all you gotta do is call. I'm telling you, because they need
crushing self. Have I mentioned crushing self-doubt to you
at
all during this?
All right, I'll do it.
Oh no!
I'll do it.
Oh my god!
I don't have a problem. I will do it. See,
Ray's
that's the part
man.
I'm good at is promoting.
Ray's the man. Ray is going to be my rep. Ray is my official rep.
I'll get you on television, radio, podcast.
Oh my god. Oh my god. Well, that'd be great. We'll see how that goes. Can I call and act like someone else? Yeah, sure. You can disguise your voice.
This is the best book ever.
I hope she writes. Please write something else. Please write a fiction ghost story.
You should write ghost books. Yay.
We should write more books.
Okay, bye.
Oh my god.
All right.
Well,
that caller was 9 years old, apparently. Likes the ghost books. Keep them coming, Cynthia.
Oh my god. Oh my. Now this one that I'm editing for you, is this going to be a book length thing or what?
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
So be as flowery as you want, because there's a lot of gore in it.
There's a lot of gore. Yes, it'll be flowery.
Yeah. To offset
flowery.
it.
To offset it. Yeah. Like sweet and sour.
Right. Exactly like sweet and sour chicken.
Oh my god.
So put in as much filler as you possibly can without sounding crazy.
Well, I'm not adding to your story. Your story is
like,
good.
It was dark as sackcloth on a head of a cow, fumbling down the side streets of a London town at midnight. See, I'm not good at that. You are.
Oh my god. We're all mad here, Nicole. You just want to take King's place. We're all mad here. I loved the Cheshire Cat when I was.
Hey, do you want to check this out? I'm going to run this idea by you. I'm going to do it anyway, but I want your opinion.
Okay.
I'm revamping my website, and I'm going to have not really a contest, but a place where people can sign up with their name, age, and occupation, and they will be in my next book.
What website?
The Ouija board massacre.
You have a website?
I do. I've had a website for 14
Okay,
years.
so I've known you for like 7 years. You've never told me you had a website.
Yeah.
Well, you have to send me the link.
Hold on.
Ray has a website. I've known him 7+ years now.
Driver5books.com. Here, I'll put it in the chat.
Oh,
It is.
okay.
It's crap, and I just had it for. You'll see.
Yes, it should be, Nicole.
Whoa,
Come
what?
on. Let's see. She said this should be interesting.
It's horrible.
Well, I mean, it's not easy necessarily to make a website.
No, it is for me because that's what I used to do.
All right, wait, I want to see it.
You don't want to see it. It's horrible.
Update. Well, there it is. Cool picture.
Stock.
Stop. Of course it's stock. You didn't go out and take a picture of a bell tower.
I could
There's
too.
There's your I could
You
too.
have.
Well, that's cool. You have a website. Thank you for telling me.
You're welcome.
Don't
I'm
worry.
not proud of it. You're lucky I even remembered to say it today.
Well, what platform is it on?
What do you mean? The Driver 5 audiobook, obviously.
No,
is,
what platform is your website on? Is
I
it
don't know what that
WordPress?
No, man, this is HTML.
Okay. So you made it through wherever you bought the URL.
I made it with Notepad.
Okay. Well, there's a lot of different ways to make a website. What is this? I keep freezing. I want to join this book. What book do you want to join?
What?
Wix. That's right. I don't know what she means. I don't know. I think she's on her phone and it keeps freezing on her. I don't know. Well, that's very cool. That's very cool that you have
Oh,
a
it's going to
website.
get cooler because.
Is it? Is it going to get cooler?
It is. I'm going to redo the whole website. I'm going to have a place where you can put your name, your age, and your occupation, and you'll automatically be in my new book called The Ouija Board Massacre.
Ouija Massacre. Oh, it's not. I don't think it's there yet, Nicole. So he's going to.
No, it's not even written yet.
No, I mean the link to get in your book.
No.
Oh, you're so funny.
That I'm going to start doing probably next weekend.
What is delicious.com?
Sounds like porn.
You have a link at the top right of your website, and you hover over it. It goes to delicious.com.
I don't know.
It says it's something about your book. Are you selling your book somewhere called Delicious? There's you have a MySpace?
Yeah.
I used to have a MySpace back in the heyday of MySpace.
Delicious is gone. I don't know what that is.
Well, the link is there. What's this
MySpace?
link? Stumbleupon.com.
That's
Delicious.com.
That's funny.
MySpace, Twitter, and Facebook.
But I haven't edited this in 10 years easily.
But you're paying for it.
Yeah, I don't care. I need
Ray
it.
has OnlyFans. Ray has OnlyFans.
I wish I did. Jeez. How much stupidity can you fit in your brain in one day? Join me on OnlyFans. I'll say stuff that no one says. Jesus.
All right, well, let me try a couple of. Well, I'm afraid to try these links, though.
They're just links.
Did they go anywhere? Where did it go?
MySpace, Twitter. It's to nothing important, and it's nothing I own.
What do you mean, nothing you own? Oh, that is not your MySpace.
I know. I try to tell you.
That's weird. No, I remember I had a MySpace page.
I gave up cooking nude after the bacon incident.
The cats. I had a MySpace page and I was all into HTML and CSS and all the different, what did they call it? Not tables, but there was like 3 different kinds of coding you could use on your MySpace. And I had it all saved and I would update it and it was a whole big thing.
Cool.
And it just kind of went out of vogue. Yeah.
I love your nerdy side, really. Fun.
I think my daughter actually knows some Python. It's another kind of coding, but yeah, but it was kind of cool back then, I looked
Cool
it up and
now.
taught myself everything,
Isn't
because I
that
wanted
fun?
my
What,
MySpace page to look
what I used
cool,
to do is I go look at the source of people's pages and then learn. That's how I learned how to code.
It's how
I
you
was
learned
like,
how to code.
oh, this is neat.
I
I like this a lot.
know, Nicole, right? MySpace. God, it's been a long time, man. A long time since MySpace was a thing. A long time.
So yesterday I wrote down all my information to get on that website to edit it because I had no idea. I was like, I haven't touched this in so long. I've had 7 books come out since I've done this.
Well, maybe it's time for you to update that website.
It is time, and I'm gonna. It's gonna be cool, but it's just I'm not going to. I'm not going crazy, and I'm not putting any stuff where people could hack me. It's all links to where you can buy the books,
Right.
and an email form that I can put people in my book.
Yeah,
The
well,
Ouija board massacre. Look for it. You're gonna die.
You got a few. You've got the one I'm editing, and you got 2 other things. I think you got 3 different things you're
Well, you
working
did
on, right?
House on Melvin Road too, right?
I did, but it's been so long. I mean, I have it on what you sent me on my computer, but it's been a long time since that one. But this one was just the most recent. That's what you
I
just sent
just
me.
finished House on Melvin Road today.
Very nice.
Because the wife is sick, and I've been trying to be quiet, so I've been in
Poor
here
thing.
writing.
Did she go to the doctor? Because sometimes food
No.
poisoning can be really bad.
It wasn't that bad.
Oh, that's good.
I
I'm going
would've
to
took
finish
it.
my horror book and Lady Genevieve very soon and revamp my author. Well, make sure you send me the
Quit
links, okay,
copying
dear?
me. Quit copying me.
You know what? The 3 of us can have our own writers round table.
I know, we should.
Absolutely. Because I would share my story with you guys, but the public isn't going to see it till it's finished.
We should do that anyway.
Absolutely.
Because it'll keep interest and keep us motivated.
That's right. And I trust you guys. And we could do this anytime as like an unlisted stream. So no one would see us and we could all 3 of us could be on it. We could talk about what we're writing. So when you start writing again, Nicole, let us know and we'll all get on here together and we'll talk about it and we'll do our own writers roundtable and we'll pump each other up so that we can avoid, what is it called?
Crushing
self-doubt. That's right.
Weighing in at 957 pounds, residing from your brain. Crushing self-doubt.
Yeah. So
we're stupid. Funny though.
Yes, we need a writer's guild.
Oh, that'd be so awesome.
That's what we should do. That's right. Our own think tank, but it has to be just, it has to be people you can trust who aren't going to steal your stuff. And that's the important thing. So,
boy, you're really paranoid about people stealing your stuff.
I am paranoid. But remember where I live, okay? I could go to the grocery store and the guy who plays Deadpool could walk in behind me.
Yeah.
Because he has. One of the Baldwin brothers was in my supermarket the other day. There are no, the one I go to. There's producers, there's directors, there's
start
agents.
Handing out your books.
There's all kinds of people that live around me. So I don't want anything to get stolen.
Nothing's going to get stolen.
Yeah.
I'm telling you.
That's right, Nicole. That's right. You have to really be careful who you share them with because somebody who has a connection somehow could steal it and just they could go use AI and write your story.
Off the top of your head, how many times have you personally saw this happen?
Me personally? No, yeah. I haven't, but I'm not in the circles where I would see it happen. So
So that's why
not.
you're scared. So
I'm
you
not.
better get in those circles.
I don't want to be in the circles until I have my thing published and copyrighted, and then
Look,
no
as soon as you get your
problem.
book, park your butt outside of the supermarket and hand it out.
Outside of the supermarket.
Tell me, Cynthia, how were you discovered? I handed my book to Ryan Reynolds outside the supermarket. Because I was afraid he's going to steal it anyway.
All my daughter has to do is put it in his mailbox.
There you go. So you got
No,
connections
my
already.
good book, when my big book's done, I actually might do that.
I'll do it.
Because I could see him being involved with it because it's that kind of story. Like it's going to be scary, but I could see someone like him directing it or being in it or having something. I really could see it.
Nicole's making a quilt.
Well, that's cool. Well, we're going to go soon anyway. So thank you for coming on. It's good to see you. And, if we want to do that, we could all get on here, the three of us, because I trust you guys and we could all talk and talk about our stuff. And it does help. Like I said, that critique group I was in, we had to write 25 pages each week and then send it to everyone else in the group who had to read it before we met again. And then we would all critique everybody's work.
Didn't
and then the author would critique.
About being ripped off?
I had just started the book then. And
it was before the crushing self-doubt. I get it.
It was before the crushing self-doubt. And tonight's theme is crushing self-doubt. Thank you so much for joining us. Anyway, cool. I think crushing self-doubt tonight at 10 p.m. Yes, it does sound good. We should definitely do it. So when you start writing in, Nicole, let us know. And then, Ray and I can do this anytime because we're both writing right now. But anytime you want, we can all three do it. It'd be awesome. So anyway, that's about all I have for tonight. And
isn't that enough?
I think it's enough. Don't you think it's enough? I will keep you in the loop, Nicole, and we're on Facebook, so we'll chat and we can all chat and we'll do it. Absolutely. Yeah, it would be. It really helps. Like I said, that critique group I was in, I had to write 25 pages a week. And then we had to send it to everyone. We had to read everybody's 25 pages, and then we had to come in and critique them. And then the author had to read all of them and then give us his pointers. And it was really, really helpful, and it made you write. Now, I won't lie, there were people in the group who consistently rewrote the same chapter every week. And I understand that's a thing with writers. You can get where I can make this better. I can make this better. You could always make it better. You have to move forward. So it really helped me, though, because I kept moving forward until the group was over. And then
I don't have that problem. I move forward if it's good or not.
You have to keep moving forward. And I'm listening. I'm going to steal it. It's so funny. Good thing I didn't tell you what it's about. No, I appreciate it. I appreciate all of you that came by. Anybody watching this, if you're watching this afterwards and you got this far, you rock.
Or you need to go outside.
There's grass out there and sun. So anyway, thank God. Enjoy the book, those of you that are buying it. I am going to fix a couple of little boo-boos in it, and so it might be down soon, but it'll be back up. So buy it. Buy my book. Read my book. And stay tuned for my next book. Love you all. Thank you for being here. Good night, everybody. All right.